The news at noon starts right now.
5 days since Hamas attacked Israel, the Jewish community is not just dealing with the horrors of war that are now being revealed in the aftermath, but backlash for Israel's response in Gaza. Today, a call for calm and support from the Jewish Federation of San Antonio.
That's right. The organization announcing the Israel Crisis Fund. Camelia Juarez has been learning about it all morning. Camelia, how can we help?
You can help by donating money. The Jewish Federation of San Antonio is challenging everyone to raise $1 million. Now, the Bar Yadin Family Foundation will match it for a total of $2 million. Every dollar will go towards nonprofits and charities in Israel, essentially the boots on the ground. Those organizations will use the money to provide clothing, toiletries, tents, sleeping bags to people who have been displaced. You can go online to donate. You can go to the Jewish Federation of San Antonio website. It's jfsatx.org. Now, the donor matching those funds, the Bar Yadin Family Foundation, says his own son is fighting in Israel. And as he prays for his son's safety, he decided that he had to do something. That's when he partnered with the Jewish Federation and the Israel Crisis Fund was created.
This is what we can do. We have the relationships, we have the strength, we have the infrastructure to be able to help those in Israel. And that's the only sense of solace.
Now, another thing is that the first $100,000 will also be matched on top of that $1 million. That's $1 million that's going to be matched. Again, you can go online to the Jewish Federation of San Antonio website. And right now, I'll send it back to you, the studio. John Paul, Ursula.
Thank you, Camelia. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowing to destroy Hamas, saying every member of that group is a dead man. This as Israel's military ramps up airstrikes in Gaza.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Netanyahu in Israel this morning in a show of U.S. support. ABC's Inez de la Catera is in Tel Aviv and has the latest.
Israeli airstrikes continue to pound targets in Gaza in response to Saturday's brutal invasion by Hamas terrorists. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Israel Thursday, meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
And thank you to the American people for your incredible support for Israel in our war against the barbarians of Hamas.
Blinken pledging U.S. support for Israel and calling on world leaders to condemn Hamas.
The failure to unambiguously condemn terrorism puts at risk not only people in Israel, but people everywhere. Individuals from 36 countries killed or missing in the aftermath of Hamas's attacks.
Israel's military says it is conducting a large-scale strikes on locations housing Hamas militants, releasing video they say shows a strike on the home of a senior Hamas official. Hamas firing back, Israel's Iron Dome system intercepting those rockets. A Hamas official on Russian television saying Hamas spent 2 years planning Saturday's attack. The official saying, quote, "We made them think that Hamas was busy governing Gaza, that it had completely finished with the resistance. All the while, Hamas under the table was preparing for this big attack." Haunting surveillance video posted online showing how it all unfolded. 2 heavily armed Hamas militants arriving at the gate to a kibbutz, smashing a window and making their way inside an office, then ambushing and killing occupants in a car that pulls up. But death and suffering is also widespread across the border in Gaza. Israeli airstrikes have destroyed entire neighborhoods.
That's the life in Gaza. Every minute and every second we lose friends, our love, our member of family.
And the blockade by Israel's Defense Force has left the Palestinian people without food, water, and electricity. The International Red Cross saying without power, the overcrowded hospitals will become morgues.
Civilians in Gaza are desperate to find a way out. The Biden administration says it is now working with Israel and Egypt to create a humanitarian corridor so that Palestinian civilians can escape the Israeli assault. Inez de la Catera, ABC News, Tel Aviv.
And the U.S. Department of State upgrading their travel advisory to Israel to a level 3. This means you're asked to reconsider travel to the area. Travel to Gaza is still at level 4, which is a do not travel advisory.
More than 50 Texans are now safe after being stuck in Israel when that war began. 40 people on a 12-day group trip to Israel and 19 people who were in northern Israel for an archaeological dig are now finally headed back to Texas. Both groups there when Hamas attacked.
There are military aircraft flying overhead constantly, and there are all kinds of things that are happening.
With no direct flight to the Middle East from San Antonio, it's a tough task to travel home. Multiple airlines have already canceled all of their flights out of Tel Aviv, with the exception of Lufthansa, the German airline. American and Delta have suspended flights through the month, and they say they are monitoring the situation.
Now, taking a look at live cam, still a very cloudy start to the day. We had a foggy morning as well. How are we looking for the rest of the afternoon?
Yeah, we will start to see that cloud cover break up even more so. Already starting to see that, especially on the north side of San Antonio. More peaks of sunshine expected later this afternoon, and temperatures are going to crank up to the 80s because of that. Let's get you a look at visibility right now, because we are still seeing those numbers drastically improve from the patches of fog and even some steady mist that we had earlier this morning. Some of those numbers were actually down to about a mile of visibility. San Marcos still dealing with some of those lowered ceilings, but overall definitely seeing those conditions improve. And because of that, temperatures climbing into the 70s now for a good portion of the area. And again, as we continue on throughout the remainder of this Thursday into the afternoon, especially by about 4 to 5 o'clock, I think we will see more peaks of sunshine because of that. Temperatures topping off in the mid 80s. We've got a forecast high around 85 degrees expected later today here in San Antonio. Into tomorrow, though, a little taste of summer expected. A high temperature closing in on the 90-degree mark, but that is all ahead of our next front that moves in late tomorrow afternoon and into the evening, and that is going to usher in another dose of beautiful fall weather just in time for the annular eclipse on Saturday. We'll talk about those viewing conditions and what we can expect with changes ahead in just a few, guys.
Thanks for that, Mia. And we are continuing to prepare you for the annular solar eclipse, and are already thinking about in April. This morning on GMSA at 9, Dr. Les Bleemaster from Trinity University joined Mark and Stephanie to talk about the eclipse. One main point he spoke on is why the eclipse will be seen here and why this is such a special event.
Well, it boils down to location. We're in the crosshairs of these two relatively unique events, and they happen to juxtapose in a very small area just west of San Antonio here. So the fact that we are not getting one but two in the short span of time makes it a pretty unique event for us in our lifetimes.
And you can catch Dr. Bleemaster's full interview by heading to our website, KSAT12.
And a reminder that we are your eclipse authority. We're going to have full coverage of this big event on Saturday on GMSA and online. Be sure to tune in. You'll find all of our eclipse coverage that's on our website right now by scanning the QR code that you see on your screen. New at noon, San Antonio police need some help identifying and finding this woman. According to police, last month she walked into a Dollar General on Eisenhower Road and was pretending to be shopping. She loaded up a basket full of items, according to police, and then began walking out of the door. When confronted, police say the suspect raised her shirt, showed a gun, and stated she didn't need to pay, and drove off in a dark sedan. If you recognize her, you can call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP. Darn it, someone in California won the second largest jackpot in U.S. history. There was a single winning ticket matching all 6 numbers for the $1.7 billion grand prize in last night's drawing. The lucky winner will have the option of a cash payout worth $700 million. I think that's what that was supposed to say. A $774 million prize, or a one-time payment followed by 29 yearly payments that'll increase by 5% each year. It took the Powerball 36 drawings since July 19th for someone to win it.
Darn it was a nice way to put it. I had a couple other words that came to mind.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it PG-13.
All right, still ahead of what C.J. Stroud says he's doing to make sure the team, or his loss to the team against Atlanta, never happens again.
Plus, we are going to show you more of Mexico's national sport, what it involves, and explain what San Antonians are doing to keep this alive.
All right, this Hispanic Heritage Month, we are exploring Mexico's national sport that involves skillful roping, talented horsemanship, something you know a lot about, and much more.
In fact, I think the horse we're going to show, I have actually ridden side saddle. Tiffany Huerta showing us how San Antonians are keeping charreria alive.
Giancarlos Payan is originally from Puebla, Mexico, but now lives in San Antonio. He has been riding horses for more than 20 years. Payan says he is proud to be part of Mexico's national sport. The sport of charreria dates back to the 16th century. It's all about roping and ranch skills. He practices about 8 hours a day here at Rancho del Charro, located near VFW Boulevard and Padre Drive. And he is getting ready to compete this weekend. The San Antonio Charro Association will be celebrating its 76th anniversary with a traditional charreada tournament here. Giancarlos is excited for this weekend. About 15 charro teams are competing. They're coming from across Texas and one from Mexico City. The two-day event takes place Saturday and Sunday. Payan is proud to represent the team in San Antonio and looks forward to seeing everyone this weekend. Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
Yeah, but he wasn't riding side saddle.
You got to show him up?
I'm just saying. It's a little bit harder. Very nice. And if you've never seen one of those rodeos, you need to go.
That's a great time.
It's pure San Antonio.
All right, well, taking a look outside with live cam, you can see that we are starting to see some more peaks of sunshine return. And yes, it is going to be a little bit warmer of an afternoon compared to what we saw yesterday, even hotter tomorrow. And then we see that front bring in some more fall weather for the weekend. A quick look at the aquifer level for today. No change compared to what we saw yesterday, 632.6. And the pollen count is pretty similar as well. Molds are still moderate. Ragweed and both fall elm are low. So yes, still plenty to talk about with those weather changes headed our direction, and of course the annular eclipse on Saturday. We'll get to those details after the break.
In about 45 minutes, we're going to head over to Market Square for SA Live. Right now, we're just going to get a little taste of what's going on.
Yes. In fact, today, we want to give a shout out to the seniors in your life. Smile, Mike.
I knew you were going to say that.
Wait a minute, Mike and I are the same age.
I'm going to stay out of this one.
See? Smart guy over there. Yeah, Gonzaga Medical Group, take over show, and it is all about the seniors. So we got so much to talk about with that, but shout out to your seniors in your life.
So
yes, indeed. So me and Ursula, shout out to us, right?
I'm with you, Mike, all the way.
There it is. All right, scan that QR code, and we'd love to see those photos.
But I am older, Ursula, so I'll put that out there. So.
Well, isn't it like by a month or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it counts.
Okay. All right.
Let him have it. Let him have it. All right, let's take a look at what we can expect for the rest of this Thursday. We mentioned it was foggy. It's clear now.
Yeah, it was actually drizzly all morning long where I was.
Yeah, we had a lot of reports of just some steady mist, still some damp roadways because of that. I know there were even a few accidents, unfortunately, on some area roadways. It was a little bit of a messy morning commute yet again, but the afternoon commutes should be a bit easier, at least when it comes to the weather, because we are clearing things out, already starting to see a little bit more sunshine. You can see right there on live cam outside, a few more peaks of blue skies, 75 degrees right now. Winds out of the south at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. 75 in Gonzales, 77 in Pleasanton, warming up to 79 right now in Cotulla down the I-35 corridor. Rock Springs holding on to some thicker cloud cover this lunchtime hour. Temperatures currently in the upper 60s. Now, as we continue on throughout the remainder of this Thursday afternoon, we will start to see a little bit more sunshine. Temperatures are going to respond by climbing into the mid 80s. Because of that, we've got a forecast high pointed around 85 by about 5 o'clock. And then if you're stepping out for any evening plans, skies clear a little bit more by dinner time, and those thermometers will start to fall into the low 80s and eventually into the upper 70s later on tonight. So that's what we can expect throughout the remainder of today. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer, dare I say maybe even hot. High temperatures climbing to about 91 here in San Antonio. That is above average for this time of year. But if that's too hot for you, don't worry. We have another front that's going to move in late tomorrow afternoon and into Friday evening, and that's what's going to send that second batch of some cooler and drier air after we found beautiful weather out there last weekend. You're going to like this weekend as well. Upper 70s, low 80s expected for those daytime highs. So let's talk about that front. You can see we've got an area of low pressure well off to our north right now. Some rain near Omaha, Nebraska, across the Central Plains, even some snow across the higher elevations in the Rockies. Nothing like that expected for us here in south central Texas. But by tomorrow morning, the cloud cover builds back in because we have plenty of humidity, maybe a few more areas of patchy fog and mist. Then we see skies clear a little bit into the afternoon. Here comes that front approaching San Antonio. Again, late afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock, and that continues to slide southward into Friday evening and Friday night. We are expecting it to be pretty dry in the Alamo City, but across our far southern counties near Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, stretching over to Eagle Pass, sure, a stray shower can't completely be ruled out by Friday night and into early Saturday. Then a few lingering clouds possible first thing Saturday morning, and this is important. We should generally start to see a clearing trend take place by about lunchtime on Saturday, when we are expecting the peak of the annular eclipse to take place as well. Worst case scenario, especially south and west of San Antonio, we may need to monitor for a few lingering passing clouds, but we will monitor that for you. Overall, it is going to be very comfortable. Only 2 days away from this ring of fire solar eclipse. Again, the moon's going to move in front of the sun. We see that ring of fire take shape. We mentioned how comfortable it's going to be. Yes, low humidity is going to work back in. Upper 60s by 10 a.m., transitioning to the 70s into Saturday afternoon. Something else to note, it will be windy Saturday morning after we see that frontal passage. Winds gusting upwards of 25 to even 30 miles per hour. So get your glasses ready still. We should see skies clear even more so into Saturday afternoon, and then stunning fall weather expected by Sunday and lasting through at least the first half of next week.
We should all be outside this weekend.
Agreed.
Great weekend forecast. Also a great forecast for Major League Sports. Coming up in sports, an exciting end for the Astros in the ALDS. How many years in a row the team has made it to the ALCS and who their opponent will be. It's going to be a baseball battle in Texas for the American League Championship Series. Houston was at Minnesota yesterday for the ALDS. The Twins scored quick, but the Astros came back to ruin the Twins' night. Houston takes it 3-2 to win the series, and winning the series 3-1. Houston is back in the American League Championship Series for the 7th straight season.
The staff was great. Urquidy was outstanding today. He gave us all he had. Everybody. I mean, this is a team win. And I tell you, I feel great for Press. This guy, you know, he's done it before. And hey, now me and Bruce Bochy need to battle.
The ALCS will feature Houston and the Texas Rangers for the first time. Games 1 and 2 will be in Houston this coming Sunday and Monday. Games 3, 4, and 5, if necessary, will go down in Arlington Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Game start times are still to be determined. This is a best-of-7 series. Can't wait.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
Houston Texans rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud continuing to shine. He led a touchdown drive Sunday in Atlanta to give his team the lead 19-18 with 1:49 to go, only to watch Atlanta come back to win 21-19. Yesterday, he talked about the difficulty of moving on from a loss like that while also holding himself accountable.
Yeah, it's a mixture. I think, like I've told y'all before, like by Monday or Tuesday, I'm usually over the game and on to the next one. And in this league, that's what you have to do because the next opponent is just as good or even better. So for us, like we were like, dang, man, we did some special things. We need some things that we need to clean up. We shouldn't have been in that situation anyways. We should have scored more points. It is what it is, though. Like now we got to move on and play the Saints and take the good things that we did and make those better, and take the bad things that we did and fix those things.
All right, ESPN ranking this year's rookie class after 5 weeks, and they do list Stroud at number 1. Let's say they start with the fact that the first 186 regular season passing attempts of his career went without an interception, and that is a new NFL record.
Previous record was Dak Prescott. Fun fact. And the Dallas Stars kick off their season tonight at home. The Stars will face off division rival, the St. Louis Blues. Puck drops at 7 this evening in Dallas. Baseball.
You're into baseball. I'm into the football thing. Go Saints, maybe? All right, still ahead in our next half hour, how much money you could get for donating your unwanted weapons. There's an event going on at the Alamo Dome next month. We'll tell you about it.
And the House still in turmoil as they still have no Speaker of the House. What's holding Representative Steve Scalise back from getting the job? Welcome back. Your time is 12:29 of the afternoon. Cloudy start to the afternoon, but things will clear out, and we have a beautiful weekend to look forward to.
Yeah, it's already brightening up, at least from what it looked like about an hour ago.
Yep, you can start to see a few peaks of sunshine out there, and we're just going to see even more throughout the remainder of the afternoon. Yesterday stayed kind of cloudy, and because of that, temperatures were confined to the 70s, which was nice. It felt good outside, although it was a little bit humid, and you can see that we have plenty of humidity still in place here this Thursday afternoon. Dew points how we measure the low-level moisture in the atmosphere, currently in the upper 60s and low 70s, so you'll notice it. Temperatures in the 70s still for most of us right now. Pleasanton now reaching 80 degrees, currently 75 over at the airport. Again, throughout the remainder of the afternoon, we'll continue to see those temperatures nudge up just a little bit more. Forecast highs in the mid 80s by about 5 o'clock for us here in San Antonio. 81 expected by 8 p.m. if you're stepping out for any evening plans. Tomorrow, it is going to be a warm and muggy start in the low 70s, and then temperatures rebound into the low 90s Friday afternoon before we see this next front move in. Beautiful weather expected this weekend, just in time for the annular eclipse. We'll talk all about it, plus get you a look at the latest drought monitor update that was released this morning in just a few.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Mia. And we are still waiting to see if Majority Leader Steve Scalise will be voted in as the Speaker of the House.
It's an uphill battle. As of right now, Republicans have not been able to secure enough votes for Scalise to get the gavel. While they're trying to figure things out, though, the House's work is paralyzed. ABC's Liz Landers on Capitol Hill.
The House of Representatives is still without a speaker as the process drags on for more than a week, and the business of the chamber has been paralyzed without a leader. Republicans did finally nominate Majority Leader Steve Scalise for the role, beating out Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan 113 to 99 votes in a secret ballot vote. Jordan now backing his brief rival.
I think it's important we come together, and I've offered to nominate Steve on the House floor.
But there are still holdouts like Representative Max Miller.
I'm still supporting Jim Jordan for Speaker. Thank you for your time.
By ABC News' count, at least 10 Republicans are not backing Scalise.
How many times do I have to answer the same question? Yes, I plan to support Kevin McCarthy. Yes.
He can only afford to lose 4 votes, or he will not reach the 217 votes needed to be elected Speaker. In the meantime, no new legislation can be introduced or passed without someone in the Speaker's chair, a fact that is holding up potential aid for Israel or Ukraine, or a government funding bill. The White House waiting on Congress, too, after President Biden called on them to approve additional supplemental funds for Israel soon.
What we want to see happening is that we want the House and Congress to get back to work, so that we can deliver for the American people.
Leader Scalise says that the situation in Israel is adding urgency to the Speaker's race here on Capitol Hill. He told reporters that if elected Speaker, his first order of business will be to pass a bipartisan resolution of support for Israel. On Capitol Hill, Liz Landers, ABC News.
Now a look ahead to an event that will mark history in San Antonio, and not necessarily in a great way. And Saturday will be the city's first ever Fentanyl Awareness Walk, bringing local, state, and federal leaders to our city to talk about the fentanyl crisis across our nation and here in South Texas. It comes as Governor Abbott has officially declared October Fentanyl Awareness Month. The event was formed by 3 angel moms. They are mothers who lost their children to fentanyl poisoning. We recently spoke to one of those moms, Veronica Caprosi, who is on a mission to prevent other death.
So other mothers are not sitting here in front of a camera telling their story of their child.
It's called the Souls Walking for Souls event. It's this Saturday at 4 at the Green Line at Brook City Base. There's going to be a number of important speakers, and they'll be training for how to administer Narcan during a suspected overdose. There's also going to be a candlelight vigil to honor those who've been lost to fentanyl. Our Courtney Friedman is the MC for the event. You can register online on Souls Walking for Souls website, which we also have on KSAT12.
Councilman John Courage, or First Lady, you want to take this one?
Sure. John Courage asking for donations to help fund what he says is the city's first gun buyback event. He's calling it a voluntary weapons exchange. People looking to get rid of their weapons, up to 20 unwanted weapons, can turn them in at the Alamo Dome on November 19th. In exchange, they're going to get HEB gift cards worth up to $300 per weapon, depending on the type.
Now, Courage has said he doesn't expect it'll do much to lower the crime rate, but he thinks it could help save lives by taking guns out of circulation.
If you're a bad guy, you're not going to turn in your gun, you know. But then again, bad guys go buy guns wherever they can, and a lot of those guns have been stolen from people's homes or from people's cars, or you know, in other ways. And so we want to eliminate those opportunities.
Courage has put up $100,000 worth of discretionary funds from his district to help pay for the event. And Mayor Ron Nierenberg and Councilwoman Marina Alderete Gavito have also contributed. A fund has been set up through the San Antonio Area Foundation to accept more donations.
Change. So do the allergens and viruses that are in our air, and that means flu season is just about to be here. But that is not the only thing you need to be worried about. Doctors and nurses are urging you to get the flu shot and updated COVID vaccine shot as soon as possible. These vaccines won't prevent you from getting sick, but they will help with the severity of your symptoms. If you do get sick, it's best to stay at home until you feel better.
Home remedies really are just what your mother told you. Stay hydrated. You know, if you're not eating well, hydration with something with some electrolytes in it is probably better. Chicken soup.
The Centers for Disease Control tracks the flu season on a map. In a few weeks, the green safe color is likely going to start trending as more moderate and high levels hit. That's what's happened in the past year. From October 2022 to September of this year, Texas reports 12 children have died from the flu.
Still ahead, where you can catch all the excitement of Muertos Fest if you aren't able to attend.
Plus, Taylor Swift making a huge announcement. Our producer's very happy about this. It's about her film, when you can actually see it now.
But first, we're checking out a local pumpkin patch and showing you all the cool tricks they have up their sleeves.